All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Ready? 8, read. Hey, Sam off.
Switch. Kill. Watch safety 3.
Leo. Let's go.
First carry for the former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 50. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jordan Scarlett, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 37. Down, coming.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 3.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. Let's go.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
90 is a mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On it, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
24.
Now they try the right side here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
3 down, 3 down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. On the 2.
They're going to try and throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a handoff looking right, and an alley to run. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there, with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
Squeeze, double.
Rock it.
Tighten up. Check.
Look, squeeze, snap.
They will start the drive with Scarlett. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down at the 49.
15-1. Greystone, travel. Go. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Hey! Get it.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 16 yards on that one and also a Texan first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, watch this, watch this.
And he'll give it here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Rush in. Tight dog. Check 3. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards, the final tally.
Set. 19. Mike 58 right there. Let's go. Switch. Watch 20. 31.
Now they try the right side here. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 41, Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Go. 57 to Mike. 59 to Mike.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's going to go down again. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, 20, 10, and they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it with Scarlett. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Down. 18 Gator.
Check nine. Single, slot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll bring them back within a point. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
24!
Operating from the gun, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
First down, Texans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Alert!
Now Watson, operating from the gun. Got an open man, it's QT. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Houston.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check three. Shoot.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Indy. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Kill. Turn up. Check. Fresno.
look at me. Door. Ready?
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go deep, tight.
They turn to Scarlett again, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now a handoff working right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 29-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10. Back, 9 and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And they give this time to the tailback. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 13. 24. Check 3. 9 and 1.
They'll run it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
It's a gain of 3.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go again. 24. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. 9 and 1.
Now they try the right side here.
You ain't going nowhere.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Let's go.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Hey, switch gears. 36. 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll come out in the pistol. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Slam. Out.
Here's Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Let's think about this stage of the second half. You're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because, you know, it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football. Ball back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Nice hit, boy.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wide open receiver complete. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
General West.
Here's Madison. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 21 yards away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Check 52.
Back to throw. Open man is QT, complete.
Got you, boy.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just 19. It's 59. Mark the 54.
Watson now to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
First down.
Down, coming. Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Oh, you get ahead. Get the board. Switch.
Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Mike, 58, right there. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Set. 18. I got you. Pump. Check 24. Switch. No timeout. Let's go.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson buying time to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Indianapolis, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL.